If I was you and I had a camera right now, where I would go is a little city called Bompton. It's Compton, but it's where the Bloods is at because they put a B in front of everything, so it's Bompton. And the reason why I would go there is because they are the #1 in the rap world right now.
All's my life I has to fight, nigga. All's my life I go, nigga. And we hate po-po when the killer's dead in the street for sure. Nigga, I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be.
Hey, what's up? This is Zach. We're in Compton on Snoop's recommendation because right now, Bompton, which is the blood side of Compton, is having a moment. And that's because they're related to Kendrick Lamar, who is arguably the most significant rap artist in the world. This is Little L, who's one of Kendrick Lamar's best friends, who he grew up with, who's also a Pyru gang member, is otherwise known as the Bloods. Unlike Kendrick's gangster rap predecessors, he's doing it from the perspective of someone who's really trying to avoid that life of crime and incarceration. A good kid, which is why his album was called Good Kid, Mad City. So we came to Compton to talk to Kendrick and his friends and find out how his music and his message is making them rethink gang life.
Everybody screaming Compton, I should probably run from here when I'm done, to be honest, and I put that on my mama and my baby boo too. 20 million walking out the court, baby, woo woo. Oh yeah, the judge, I made it past 25, and now I was a little nappy-headed nigga with the world behind him. Life ain't shit but a fat vagina, screaming, Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Limo tinted with the gold plate, straight from the bottom, Mr. Belly of the beast, from a peasant to a prince to a king. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was...
Does the crew come out every time you come to Compton?
Yeah. yeah.
Hearing an album like Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp A Butterfly, it's a window into a world that I didn't know, you know?
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. And from Compton, I could have easily came out and said, I did this, I did that. I done killed a whole bunch of niggas. I done just giving off fact where I'm from. That ain't me. I'd rather talk about my reality. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather talk about something a little bit more deeper than that. The reasons and the problem and the solutions behind it. So when you hear these stories in Good Kid, Mad City, when you hear these stories in To Pimp A Butterfly, it's a little bit deeper than just the music. There's cats out here really trying to do something and really trying to spark the idea of positivity in the community. Let me tell my story. Let me tell other stories that's out here that want to do something different, but can't because you're in an environment where you just gotta adapt. And what happens is it invites people in to get another perspective. It brings a whole another side of the world to Compton, to this backyard right here, and say, okay, these are actually people.
You hate me, don't you? You hate my people, your plan is to terminate my culture. You're fucking evil, I want you to recognize that I'm a proud monkey. You vandalized my perception, but can't take down from it. And this is more than confession, I mean I might press the button just so you know my discretion. I'm guarding my feelings, I know that you feel it. You sabotage my community, making the killing. You made me a killer, emancipation of a real nigga.
Kendrick first started writing in a grade school poetry class where he was exposed to the teachings of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. But it wasn't until he entered high school at Centennial that he really started to rap. While the school boasts impressive alumni like Kendrick and Dr. Dre, and the graduation rate is improving, it's still well below the state's average. We came here to meet Kendrick's teachers and to see how they're dealing with the struggles of educating kids in Compton. How do you look at a student and sort of gauge how they can be successful in the world?
Our mission as a school is to ensure that all students are successful and college prepared and to attempt to reach every student where their needs may be. I think when we think of Kendrick Lamar as an example, he was an average student, but what we have to look at is that every student has a gift. And it's our job as educators to help students cultivate those gifts so that they can pursue their American dream.
And the American dream is alive and well in Compton?
I believe so, yes, very much so, yes.
We were filming with the jazz band when we heard a fight in the courtyard. Did you notice the allure of gangs during your time as a teacher here?
Yeah, I would say that I noticed it. I knew where I worked. I knew that I worked at a school that was considered blood territory.
What were the challenges they were facing?
Maybe one parent or both parents were in jail or on drugs. I had students from group homes, students who lived with their grandmother. You had to really understand that.
How do you reconcile sort of violence in the community, and how do you deal with that with students in the classroom?
When I was a teacher here, we had 3 students that were killed, and horrible death is going to be horrible death no matter what century it is. I just had a student 3 weeks ago that was killed who I had in 8th grade.
Is that why you wanted to give money to Centennial, to sort of steer kids in a similar direction?
Yeah, how y'all know that info?
Because we were there, we were at the jazz band.
Yeah, that was nothing I wanted to put out there in the papers or whatnot. I just wanted to do that. In high school, there was a lot of freestyle sessions. When you have people around you that actually see something in you, they give you that extra push. Stay in the studio, man. Stay in the studio.
Who are those individuals?
L is an individual.
Kendrick is talking about Cordero Colbert, who goes by Little L, a friend of his since elementary school. Around the same time that Kendrick started making music, L became a West Side Piru. So L chose the gangster path that Kendrick was able to avoid, and it hasn't served him well. We met up with him after L had recently been released from county jail.
My mom was always on drugs, and Pops ain't showed me no love, and hanging out with the thugs got me caught up like a glove. Now all the beef in the streets got me beat by police.
What's this alley all about?
Man, shit. Sally get dangerous, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
How close is this to where you grew up?
This my home on the set. Nigga didn't hustle right here, all type of shit, but
You were in county jail, right?
yeah,
What was that like?
it's just caged animals. You gonna fight, you gonna go through it, you gonna sit, you gonna fight your time, or you gonna get time.
Do you think you've become a little more tame?
Yeah, you feel me? As a nigga get older, feel me, you grow. Man, if that alley right there wasn't blocked off, I'll show y'all a gang of graffiti that's hard, that's history.
Can we get into that alley?
You wanna hit the gate?
I could hit the gate.
Come on. You got the hang of it that fast. Took a lot of fights in this month. People used to get high in this month.
Do you remember when you first met Kendrick?
Yeah, when me and him went body at PE.
What's that, L, when I met you? 3rd, 4th grade, maybe?
What was he like in elementary school then?
Bad as couldn't tell him nothing. Always into something, you know, but at the same time, he was a good dude.
People didn't want me to have his number when I got out of jail from Texas, and he reached out to my little brother, Baby 8, and got at me. Always a good, humble dude. But this alley right here is memories. A lot of people done walked in this alley, man.
Georgia Leap is an expert in crisis intervention at UCLA who's been working with gang members in South Central since 2002. We spoke with her about gang rehabilitation and the challenges of reacclimating gang members into mainstream society.
When people find out that I work here, they'll always say, "Aren't you scared?" And what is here is a vibrant, marginalized, troubled, interesting community.
How have they been marginalized?
Well, poverty is the great marginalizer. Let's begin with that. These areas have always been lower income, under-resourced, poor areas. Gangs are still here. Underperforming schools are here. School dropout is here. Guns are here, drugs are here, violence is here, and the wounds of incarceration are here.
First off, RP to my nigga S. Braze, my nigga Chad, and my big homie Pup. I do it for them, but that shit hurted when they took my niggas away from me, man. Shit, all of them died gunshots. You know, got killed. If I can do all this shit over again, I just want my real homies back. Nigga really missed them, feel me?
Does this happen kind of all too regularly here?
Day in the life. Shit, kill or be killed, feel me?
Esprays, Chad, and Pup were all killed in the same summer. Kendrick immortalized them on a track he made with another Bompton rapper called YG on a song called Really Be Drinking and Smoking. At first blush, it sounds like a fun song about getting drunk and high, but it's really addressing something a lot of young people in Compton experience, self-medication.
I'm on this tour bus and I'm f***ed up. I got a bad car, they kill Braves, they kill Chad. My pick on me, pup. Puppy eyes on my face, bruh. And I really been drinking. What the f*** I really been smoking? What the f*** I'm the sober one. But I'm so stressed out.
And I would also want to talk about self-medication. It's not to get high, it's more or less to suppress. I was shot on that corner, my homie was killed on that corner. There are deep, deep wounds that occurred as a result of that street activity.
That line in YG's song, Really Be. You're talking about being on the tour bus and thinking about Esprays and Chad and Pup. Can you tell me about those guys?
I grew up with Chad's brother, and he's like actually my little brother as well. And have to hear about his passing, it messes you up. All the way.
I really been drinking. What the f*** I really been smoking? What the f*** I'm the sober one.